A warm welcome and a very good morning to all of you gathered here for a very interesting session. I, Chaitra, biology lecturer in Shakthi School and College, would like to take this opportunity to introduce the resource person for the day, Shri Keshavamurthy. Shri Keshavamurthy is an expert on presentation skills for today's orientation program. Sir has been a career mentor and a certified consultant in dermatoglyphics multiple intelligence test, or DMIT for short. He is with us today to give an interactive online orientation on career counseling with the help of a child's fingerprint. I am definitely eagerly looking forward to this orientation. It is an honor and privilege, sir, to have you with us today. I now request Shri Keshavamurthy sir to take over the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. Good morning, everyone. I am Keshav Chandrasekhar. So I am going to talk to you today about choice of careers, and based on your personality as well as based on your inborn talent. So it's very important today to understand that every child is unique and every child has got inborn talent. Now a lot of people, lot of children, lot of parents get confused during when the child crosses 10th standard or PUC, that what career to choose and how to choose a career, what is a suitable career. So basically what happens is, according to the statistics today, more than 90% of the doctors or more than 90% of the professionals, they are drug addicted or they are addicted to something and they don't like their career after the age of 33. So you can find out a lot of statistics about it, and a lot of people know about it, and you yourself may experience it. This is because there is a mismatch in what you have learnt, what the career you have chosen, and what the work you are doing currently. So every parent wants the child to be happy and child to choose a right career during their lifetime. But what happens is, due to various aspects, due to environmental pressures or due to what we say that peer pressures, children end up in choosing a wrong career without understanding their personality. Now let us understand psychology of children. So what happens is, between 4 to 8 years time, child develops a belief system. Guys, if you want to do interaction, you can ask, or you can ask questions in between, or you can answer my questions. Anybody want to answer, you can unmute and answer, or you can ask questions. So we learn a lot of things from children. Basically what I learned is the children are very good at about forgetting things. They are very much energetic every time. So children are happy, but what happens is, over a period of time, due to various experiences, their psychology changes. So basically belief system, when we talk about belief system, so what happens is, the most of the belief system develops between 4 to 8 years time frame. When child is between 4 to 8 years, the belief system forms. Now who is the root cause causing all the belief system child develops is basically the parents, as well as the environment in which children grow. So who is the role model for children is basically they are looking up to parents, they are looking up to their school teachers, their environment, and a lot of other friends, maybe their circle. So this is this is what is happening currently. Now let us look at how to choose a right career for your children. So first of all, we have a technology called DMIT, dermatoglyphic multiphasic intelligence analysis, or it's basically a test which does the intelligence test of a child. So, as per studies from Japan and US, so how they organize their career is basically what they do is until the child becomes age of 10, they don't do any education as such. They leave the children in a multiple intelligence environment where it's basically involves kind of music, then sports, various other things. So this is called about 9 types of intelligence environments. So what child does is child shows interest in one or two areas, and then they are coached in that particular area. That's how they choose a career in Japan or Russia. So that's why you can see basically the people from Russia or Japan, they are highly talented, highly skilled, and they if you look at Olympics kind of games, they are the ones who secure gold medals. So what we are trying to introduce here is to basically assess personality of a child. So based on fingerprint, the reason we choose fingerprint is what happens is when a baby is conceived between 3 to 8 months. This is completely a scientific program, and this is developed in Norway. Okay, so basically the using artificial intelligence techniques. So when a baby is conceived between 3 to 8 months, okay, the brain of a child develops, and it develops based on the emotions of mother. So whatever the emotions mother goes through, accordingly the fingerprint gets formed. So this fingerprint is a permanent structure in the body, and you can see that it can be used for identity cards, and it's a permanent structure. So a lot of analysis can be done using fingerprints, which will help to assess personality of a child. So it is very important that we understand unique personality of a child. Okay, so then align the career of a child based on their personality as well as the intelligence, or what we say is development of brain. It is completely based on development of brain. So it helps parents to accurately align their children to a suitable career. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಯೂಶ್ವಲಿ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಯಾರೋ ನೇಬರ್ಸನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅವರ ಥರ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಮೀನು ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಮಂಗ ಎರಡೂ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಈಗ ಮಂಗನ ತಾಯಿ ಮೀನನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀನು ಮೀನು ಥರ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅದು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎವ್ರಿ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುನೀಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಯುನೀಕ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್. So in the same way, so it is important for parents to analyze what is the exact talent of the child and align the career according to the talent of the child, which helps the child to shine in the career. So ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ನಮಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಾದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬ ಸುಲಭ. ಅದನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೂ ನಾವು ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸೂಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಸೂಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅವರ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ತುಂಬ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಇಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದ ಫಿಂಗರ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗಿವ್ ಎ 40-page ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. 40 ಪೇಜಿನ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಚೈಲ್ಡಿನ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಏನು, ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಚೈಲ್ಡಿನ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದಲ್ಲದೆ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ 1 hour ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಟು ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಪ್ ದ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶೇಪ್ ದ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬ ಟ್ರಯಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎರರ್ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಗೆ ಕಳಿಸಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಏಜ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಯಾರಿಟಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಯಾರಿಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅವರ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇರುವಂಥ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಓದಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಈಗ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನುಡಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೇನೆ ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಆದ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾದಂಥ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಪರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಶೈನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಈಸ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ and help parents to map the talent of a child to a suitable career through a technology, through a scientific technique called DMIT, dermatoglyphic multiphasic intelligence analysis. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಟೈಪಿನ ಲೋಬ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಬ್ರೈನಲ್ಲಿ. ಫ್ರಾಂಟಲ್ ಲೋಬ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪೆರಿಟಿಯಲ್ ಲೋಬ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಸಿಪಿಟಲ್ ಲೋಬ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಟೆಂಪೋರಲ್ ಲೋಬ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೀ ಫ್ರಾಂಟಲ್ ಲೋಬ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫ್ರಾಂಟಲ್ ಲೋಬ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಷನ್ ಪವರ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾರಿಗಾದರೂ ಫ್ರಾಂಟಲ್ ಲೋಬ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಥವಾ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಷನ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಥವರು ಇವಾಗ IAS ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಅಥವಾ IAS ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಆಗೋದು ಕಡಿಮೆ. ಪೆರಿಟಿಯಲ್ ಲೋಬ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆನಸ್ಥೆಟಿಕ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಕೆನಸ್ಥೆಟಿಕ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಪೆರಿಟಿಯಲ್ ಲೋಬ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗಿರುವವರು ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಥರ OCPTL ಲೋಬ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗುಡ್ ಅಟ್ ವಿಜುವಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್, ಅಂದರೆ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ 3D ಇಮೇಜಿಂಗ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಅಂಥ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ಸನ್ನು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಸೊ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಈಸ್ ಸುಟೇಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್. ಈಗ SSLC ಮಕ್ಕಳಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ 9ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸು 10ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ PUC ಮಕ್ಕಳಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಮುಂದೆ ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಶೈನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ 40 ಪೇಜ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮದು 1 ಅವರ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೂ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಕೆರಿಯರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಏನು, ನಮ್ಮ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿ ಏನು. ಸೊ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಎ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್, ನನಗೆ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಶೈನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವ ಒಂದು ಮಾನಸಿಕ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಯಾವುದು, ನನ್ನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ನನಗೆ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ನನ್ನ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಪಾತ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಮ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ದ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಅದರ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ದೋಸ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ we can share a sample report and show you how a sample report comes. So ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Hello sir, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I understand that this is a scientific technique that you are using to actually map a child's interest and how his brain responds to what his possible career options would be in which he would excel.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the psychology of the child, I just want to ask you here.
Yeah.
Like say for example, my son is studying in the school, so my son, he is actually good at physical activities. Swimming happens to be his favorite sport. if he takes up anything like this, a kinesthetic kind of a work,
Yeah.
he would do good.
Mm-hmm.
However, what if as per the psychology of the child, the motivation to excel in life is very different from their ability. Let's say, for example, a child might have an ambition of, wanting to make more money because he's not seen through enough prosperity in his growing years.
Mm-hmm.
So, in this case, rather than picking up what he is capable of,
Mm-hmm.
okay, he might want to, get into something which can actually make him more money and secure him financially in the future. So, how do we tackle this kind of a situation? Is this also covered in your analysis and counseling?
Yes, it is. It is. See, human brain is a reptile brain. So, what human brain is designed is to, kind of just instinct is to go towards, find security first. Okay. So that is why everyone, thinks about their security and all those things. But happiness is a different thing altogether. Happiness is you are happy when you do what you like to do, and your progress or your skill develops when you are completely involved in a particular activity or particular skill. So that is a mistake what we do, or that is a mistake what parents do. See, parents mainly focus on exams or marks, and push child towards getting the marks or degrees, because they think that okay, child will be happy if he earns more. But that is not true. So you are happy when you do what you like to do, and you live the life as per your wishes, not as per others wishes. So what is the point in going to work every day and mentally struggling? So you will find the impact of that in your health, finances, relationship, everywhere. So same thing is true when you are happy. So you are able to maintain good relationship, good earnings, and overall quality of life will be happy. So I would not, what I would say is, rather than focusing on money, focus on happiness, focus on skill, and focus on the talent that a person has got from the birth.
Yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely right. Because being a parent, this is what I've encouraged my child to do. However, this is nothing to do with me as a parent that I am pushing him to do something. So this is the whole psychology of a child that he is good at something, he likes doing it also, but at the same time his motivation is something very different. Okay, and his motivation is he wants to he aims at making enough and more money. So it's in his head that these things are going on. So that's what I wanted to know. How do we tackle this?
Yeah, exactly.
It should not be like, yeah.
No, I agree with you. So what happens is, let us see where this psychology comes from. So the psychology comes to children. As I told you, the belief system develops between 4 to 8 years. Okay, and basically this is influenced by parents. And parents are stressed about finances, so they will impose or they will discuss about finances at the home. And maybe the child's friends or circle keep on talking about making money all the time. Then obviously child will pick it up and say that okay, I want to focus on money, because his belief system says that okay, if I don't have money, I'll not be secured. Okay, so it is in the counseling, okay, what we talk about, how to change the psychology of a child. Okay, what inputs you need to give, rather than focusing on money. Why don't we focus on role models? Okay, I want to become like a person like XYZ. I want to become a top sports person like this. So money comes automatically when you are excelling in certain things. Okay, so that is how you can change the psychology of a child, just focusing on money, to something else.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so and this you mean to say this is covered in
Yes, of course, yeah, it is covered.
the programming.
And we don't do counseling one time. We support counseling lifetime, as well as, in case if you come across any issues in the future, you can come back again. Okay, so we will be able to guide you again and again in case if any corrections required. Okay, or in case any clarity required in the future.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's what I wanted to know.
Okay. Thank you, Sharid. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ, ಮಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ 12 ವರ್ಷದ ಹುಡುಗ ಇದ್ದ. ಸೊ ಹಿಸ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಎ ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್. ದ ರೀಸನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗುಡ್ ಎಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು 3 ಮಾರ್ಕಿಂದ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ದಾಟ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅವನಿಗೆ. So then they decided to go to a psychologist, and that's what has happened. But when we analyzed the report, so we found out that he is good at gymnastics and sports, and we recommended that to parents. So he was going to a specially abled school because he was recommended to do so. So ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ, child in a moral, he was very down. Okay, he was not able to talk properly. He was feeling ashamed because he was going to specially abled school. Report ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ we have found out that he is good at sports and gymnastics, and we asked parents to do train him on gymnastics and other sports. So immediately he was very happy, and he was happy that he could leave the tablets. So now he is performing very well, and he is getting coached in sports activities, and he could leave the tablets. So that is a kind of impact that we can make. And also, if you come across such children or anybody who is facing such kind of problem, okay, so you'll be able to get. So mainly what happens is, when child doesn't like what he does, you can see that either they will be kind of gadget addicted to mobile or TV kind of activities, and they will be kind of arrogant. They will eat lot of junk food. So when you involve them in the activity or in the kind of talent that they are interested in, immediately they leave such kind of things and they start focusing on those activities because that is of their interest. So that is how it helps people to kind of because today most of the parents are working, so they don't know exactly how they can make their child engaged in the activities that they like.
I wanted to know if this method is
Mhm.
anyway different from CGC or career counseling.
Yeah, see, career counseling, what they do is they give different options. What is available in the career. There are more than 3,000 career options today. But the problem is, suppose say you don't find out inborn talent and match the career, so that is going to be a problem in the future. So we do both. So the value addition we do is first find out the personality of a child, then talent of a child, then accordingly map the career for the child out of these 3,000 careers. So that is something which will emerge as an interesting outcome for the parents as well as for the children. So that's quite different from normal career counseling.
Hello.
Yes, yeah, tell me please.
Sir, I just wanted to know, what do you think is the right age when this test should be done at?
See, this test can be done from 4 years to 16 years. From 4 years old to 16 years old. This is very effective because children has got subconscious mind. So no belief system has yet formed at the age of 4. But between 4 to 8 years, belief systems start forming. So it is 4th age is the right time, and up to 16th year it is very, very effective.
Okay, but 4, wouldn't it be too young actually, the age? No?
Yeah, too young is too better because parents can start working. They start adjusting themselves to the child's personality and help the child to find out their interesting space earlier. The earlier is better.
Okay, and just one more thing. How how reliable are the reports that you say, the 40-page report that you give us, right?
Yeah.
So how reliable are they? I mean, there will be some success percentage or something, right? That you have.
See, so far we have done counseling for more than 400 children, and we are working with lot of schools in Bangalore, and it is a very successful program, and the report accuracy is around, I would say, more than 95% accurate. And also, parents are finding it very interesting when it comes to kind of aligning their children. And also we have seen lot of cases where children are living from gadget addiction, okay, and involving themselves in the activities that of their liking.
And do you have any tie-up with the schools, or is it like one-to-one individual child?
So now we are doing tie-up with the school, and we are offering some kind of group program for children as well as for the school to do the profiling of children per school, as well as for the helping parents as well.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes,
again.
Sherry. Yeah.
So, I wanted to know, like, you said the earlier the better. I mean, keeping in mind the age of the child.
Okay.
So the earlier the analysis, the better, because the parents can take the required steps to have it, corrected, or
Yeah.
the skills of the child enhanced.
That's right.
Now, yeah. So now, what if my child is, at that age? You said 16 years. So my son is 16 years old. Okay. And what if at that point of time, if we take this test and analysis up, and also the counseling, and how would this work for my child to actually rewire his brain and align him to his interests in order to make his future?
See, the important thing we need to understand is anybody become expert through practice. The more you practice, the more expert you become. Okay, so when you understand the interest of a child and start training it from early age in that particular interest, the child would become kind of expert at the very early age, and then he has the option to work on it. Work on it means do the excellence. Like he can do innovations, he can do research, he can do a lot of things, because that is the area of interest. That's how you can see nowadays. You can see a lot of live programs for children. Okay, so at the very early age, like when they are 6 years, 8 years, they are participating in music programs, dance programs. Okay, so all those things you're seeing live. That is an example, and that helps children to excel in their profession.
And like for these 400 children that you have counseled till now,
Yeah.
What would be the average time? That would be what is the average time for a child to actually pick this up and align and do what he or she likes?
See, around between 3 to 4 months time, you will understand the change in the personality, as well as start adopting to the kind of skill or the talent, and they start liking the talent, inborn talent more and more. Then they start working on it. So as per the parents' guidance. So suppose a child is more than 14 years old, then a child won't require any guidance from parents. But below 14 years old, definitely they would require a little bit of guidance from parents in terms of, for example, you need to give him a role model. So you need to kind of select a role model which will suit his personality and allow him to study the kind of life of that role model, and start following that role model, and suddenly you will see the change in the child, that that role model, whatever the skills of the role model, he will start acquiring. So in the similar way, it could be sports, it could be music, it could be anything. Okay, so where the training starts as well as the practice starts. So that is how you will see the changes.
Okay. And I believe that once this realignment is happening,
Mhm.
it is all about letting go of the things that would not help the child in building his career and realign or have new habits and practices. So can we expect any adverse behaviors from the child for which we would have to be prepared for?
Not really. See, adverse effect will come when child does what it does not like to do. When you go against the talent, then only the adverse thing happens. So when the child is doing what it likes, so you will see the positive behaviors, happiness, then the kind of cooperation. See, I'll give one example. Okay, if let us say a child is a dominant child. Dominant means is basically one category of personality. If a parent is a dominant parent, then what happens is there is a personality clash between parent and a child. Now what parent expect is child to behave according to their guidance. But since child is also dominant, child want to take his own leadership or his own way, his own path. So then they don't follow parents. They want to do their own things. Now the good way to resolve this problem is start asking the children or start giving responsibility to the child. Okay, and more, then child will be more responsible and it will act like a leader. So it will be a dominant personality category. Okay, like that there are 4 different personality styles. So some there is a characteristics called influential category. So they will be the kind of people want to influence or they want more attention all the time. Okay, otherwise they will start feeling dejected. They will start kind of showing off. So all those things they will do. Now what parents need to do is give them more activities of their personality, then they will start acquiring more skills.
Okay. All right. And when we are talking about this program, you mentioned that this is a tie-up with the school that you're having here.
Yes.
So, will this, if we want to go for this program of yours, will this go hand in hand with the school, or is it like you are a separate entity and you would be taking it from there on once we decide to do this for our child?
No, it will be kind of joint program with the school.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, I can't think of any questions as of now, but I'm sure I will have a few more later. So in that case, you suggest that we get in touch with the school? That's our method of contact?
Yes, of course, yeah. Then we'll be kind of organize for resolving your queries or whatever inputs you need. Okay.
All right.
Thank you,
So,
Sharon.
thank you for answering my question.
Thank you so much for your questions. It was quite helpful. Rams Shetty, I think, raised the hand.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Rams.
Yes, sir. My son also studies in the same school. So, what I wanted to ask is, since you're making this child-centric profile,
Yeah.
And to analyze everything for the child, and you said as well as the parenting influences the child, right?
Yes.
So how? So you'll have to have an analysis of the parents as well, right?
See, if required, parents can do their analysis as well. Okay, so
Okay.
that's not a problem. So we can do that.
No, because how else would you get to know, like, what exactly is, the child is getting influenced with? I mean, be it peers or parents or his own personality, things like that.
See, first of all, we will do the report for the child and recommend few things for the parents. Now, when parents see more improvement, what's happening, within few weeks. Okay, now if parents want to align themselves more and give more happiness to the child, then parents also can do, and it will help parents as well to find who they are, what is their personality, and why certain things are happening in certain way. So a lot of things get impact in the career, in the personality, in the relationship, with respect to money, or a lot of things that impact our life. So now parents also can analyze themselves and align themselves, okay, to help the children.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. Understood. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rams. Okay, if there are no questions, then I would like to thank you everyone. Thanks to the Shakthi School for arranging this wonderful session. Thank you very much. Please contact us for any other details. So I would like to end the session.